Okay, y'all. So I just went live, or at least I tried to. There's something that's going on with the Conscious Creations YouTube channel in terms of going live, because I tried to go live last night when I did the solar plexus, the journey through the seven chakras, and we did the solar plexus last night. I was able to go live and to save that on the Instagram channel. So if you're looking for that, you can go to consciouscreations.live on Instagram and take a look at that. Very powerful. And yeah, the YouTube the live never went live. So, and I tried to do a live this evening on YouTube, and it also did not work. So I don't know what's happening with that, but namata, because we're here now. And so I'm recording this on my phone, and then I'll upload it to YouTube and maybe even to Instagram when I'm done. But so I wanted to, this is going to be one of my shorter videos, because it's simply to let you all know to work your mirror magic. If you are not familiar with mirror magic, let me tell you very succinctly what it is. Many of us grew up and were programmed in one way or another with self-limiting beliefs. Right? Beliefs in not being enough, not having enough, not feeling pretty enough or smart enough or light-skinned enough or dark-skinned enough or whatever, right? All of these things created a pattern and a process in the way that our brain responds and the way that our nervous system responds to certain things, to triggers, to, you know what I mean? The way that the system just generally responds because it's been programmed in a particular frequency. Now, mirror magic is where you stand in front of the mirror, or you're just in front of the mirror and you're speaking, you're looking at yourself, and you are speaking all of the amazing things that you would say to yourself if you loved yourself, right? So for example, it's a way to confirm something to yourself by looking at yourself while you're doing it, or to affirm, right? So for example, one of the things that I had to work on in this lifetime is clearing financial and money wounds, right? Scarcity, the scars of scarcity, as I call them, right? And so, I will look in, one of the things that I do with that is exercising, right? Exercising my body. So I will stand in front of the mirror and then just exercise and work on strengthening my core muscles, right? Particularly focusing on the lower half of my body. Let me tell you why. Because when we talk about stability, right, and feeling secure, that has a lot to do with the lower part of your body, because your knees carry the weight, right? Your hips carry the weight, your back carries the weight of everything. And as someone who has had back surgery and felt unable to move forward, or knee surgery and unable to move forward, that can certainly deal with the structure and the stability that you see, and that you, let's check in for Oreo, make sure he's not eating something out of business eating. Making sure that, that energy within you is healthy, right? And so one of the things that you can do, if this is something that you've had to work on, or whatever the case may be, is, affirming to yourself by working on yourself and looking at yourself and seeing the progress, giving yourself credit. This is one of the things that helps when we talk about building better credit. It starts with you, right? Build better credit with yourself. So give yourself credit for the things that you get accomplished. So, for example, if you are someone who is prone to procrastination, right? Looking at yourself in the mirror and reminding yourself that you have excellent credit, right? You give yourself credit and your credit is excellent, right? Reminding yourself of that when you have been successful at not procrastinating or doing something in the moment, right? Or if you are someone who is used to running late, whatever the case may be, however it works for you, but making sure that you are affirming all of your wins, affirming your successes, affirming all of the times that you actually did something well, did something quote unquote right. You want to affirm that the same way that you would a child, because a lot of folks are having to heal inner child wounds, because a lot of these things were programmed, like I said, at childbirth, or well, it's even that, right? That's a whole nother conversation that we'll get into, because today one of the things that came to me is birth and conception wounds, and that goes back to actually having memories of being conceived and memories of being in the womb, and the energy that you may have felt, if the relationship with your parents was tumultuous, right? Because you at that time, as you're growing in the womb, you were still a life form, right? You were literally a life forming. And so you may actually have memories of that in your genetic makeup that are trying to come to the surface to heal. Now, all of this is happening because we are in numerically a 9-year. What I mean by that is if you add the number 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5, you get the number 9. Now, if you don't know, there is so much magic in the number 9. One of the things about the number 9 is whatever you multiply the number 9 by, nine reflects it. 9 is going to give back to give. For example, I got to make sure I explain this correctly. So today, right? Today is the 22nd, right? And if you add the 22 plus January is a 1. So if you add 4 plus 1, you get 5, right? 5 plus 9 is 14, right? Is that right? 5 plus 9? Yeah, 5 plus 9 is 14. If you add 1 and 4 again, you get 5, right? So the number 9, whatever you add it to, it just reflects back that thing, right? And so a lot of this energy is about this culmination of awakening your authentic self, and that being the actual projection and the reflection that you are giving off, right? The same way that 9 reflects is the same way that your energy will reflect this year. So what we're seeing is a lot of and just on a world stage, and you're seeing people for who they are. You're seeing things for what they actually are, because it's reflecting. It's there is no illusion, right? It's showing what it is. Do you see what I'm saying? And so this is why making sure that you are walking in your most authentic self is so key, right? And what I mean by that is, when you're doing this mirror magic, the purpose of you doing this is to release any of those self-limiting beliefs and concepts, because that's not actually you. Do you see what I'm saying? You were programmed to think these things. You were programmed in these emotions. And so once you shed those things that are not you, you actually uncover you, right? The divine you that you authentically are and have always been underneath all the programming that was placed on you. You see what I'm saying? Or projected to you. So that is why doing this mirror magic is going to be so key, because you want to be able to affirm all of those things within yourself that may have been programmed to you, like I said, as limitations and lack and just, fucked up thought processes, right? You want to really be able to shed those things and fill yourself with the energy that you truly are, because your soul knows who you are. Your soul has always known who you are, but it's that unconscious awareness and that unconscious programming that will sometimes have us operating not in our best selves, if you may. So so this is let your freak flag fly. That's a tongue twister, y'all. Let your freak flag fly this Aquarius season, right? So who gives a flip, right? About whether or not people think the real you is weird? Be you. Be you. because if people are going to love you, they're going to love the real you. And if people are going to hate you, they're going to hate the real you. Either way, it is what it is. And now you're more aware because you know what it is, right? So with that being said, y'all, if you're working on chakras, again, like I said, we're still going through the 7 chakra series, the 7 chakra journey. Yesterday we did the solar plexus. That's going to be key because we're in a time where it's important that you are holding on and growing in your willpower. This is a part of what this mirror magic is all about too. It's that confidence, that willpower, that inner light that you have, and setting that shit ablaze, like setting it ablaze and walking out here in the confidence, or the Godfidence, as I say, in the Godfidence of who you are, and doing so unapologetically, right? Knowing who you came here to be, who you came here as, what you came here to do, and owning that for real, in purpose, on purpose, right? So if you want to go to the website, first of all, www.consciouscreations.live. There you can find our chakra oils. We have a set of chakra balancing oils, and it's based on the 7 chakra system. So if you operate under one of the other chakra systems that are, higher than 7, we haven't made those oils as of yet. It'll be coming, right? But for now, we're operating with the 7 chakra, the what most people know about the chakras, at least the 7 primary chakras, if you may. So you can go to the website. And so if you're working on a particular area of your body and a particular energy that you want to work through, you can do that, because each one of these oils is like all of our products. Each one of these oils is consciously created to resonate and to vibrate on the frequency of that particular chakra. That is the energy that went into every single oil, right? All of the ingredients that are in it are designed to speak to those particular chakras at that particular level. So for example, the root chakra oil has ginger and cinnamon as part of the oil blend that it is, because the root chakra, a lot of people have money wounds, right? Like I talked about, the scars of scarcity. And so that root chakra energy, that's going to help to deal to first of all, to root in the affirmation, because the name of the root chakra oil is I am the bag and I am secure, right? And so it's going to help to, as you affirm, you're putting that on your body, and you are affirming that as you are doing that. And when you are in that energy, you make up your own affirmations for whatever it brings to you, because a part of that, it activates the olfactory senses, which is that sense of smell, right? So it's going to activate the olfactory senses. That's going to activate parts of your brain. That's going to help to deal with the some of these imbalances that have been that people have. I'm sorry, y'all, this video is just running way late, and I'm looking at the clock. So I'm sorry. Now I'm getting distracted because I said this is gonna be short. But anyway, I'm almost done. But yeah. So each one of these oils is carefully and consciously curated to speak to that particular chakra. So if you had money wounds or self-confidence wounds that are of that deep root level, and that was something that was generational and ancestral or whatever, this root chakra oil, so that you can be grounded in the knowing of your safety and stability and security, and knowing who you are, and being the bag, being it, assigning value to yourself, right? So that you are truly walking out here with a firm foundation to build everything else upon. So all of the other chakra oils, they have a similar story in terms of how they came to be, and why it is that how it is that they do what they do. Because our sense of smell it's one of our senses, right? And so what I say at Conscious Creations, we make sense. So so go to the website, pick up one of those oils if you're working on a particular area, or tea, herbs, whatever it is that you need on your journey for where you are, so that you can walk into this season, to this era. dope, and your full dopeness, and your full power, full dopeness. Okay. But anyway, I love y'all. Until next time, love yourself well. And if you have any questions, if you want to ask me any questions or whatever about mirror magic, you can send me an email. And if I get enough of the same questions, then what we'll do is we'll do a conversation about it, so that, we can go over things together. But if not, then I will try to answer as many emails as I possibly can before we have to, have a larger conversation. But anyway, love yourself well. You deserve it.